여기는 배경음악이 먼저 깔릴 거예요. 이 엘리베이터 씬 아시죠, 여러분? 그리고 배경음악을 잠시 멈추고 대사가 이렇게 나올 거예요.
다음 거 타줘.
가능하죠.
진짜 이러는구나.
이제 여기 기획 의도를 넣을 거예요. 또 다른 배경음악과 나레이션을 넣을 건데요. 저희가 촬영 장소를 텐트를 이렇게 하는 거예요. 인트로를 짠! 그리고 여기는 저희 제작진이 참여했다는 영상인데요. 제가 이거를 스무스하게 연결을 해야 되는데 아이디어 좀 주세요. 텐트 장면과 이 장면을 연결하기가 좀 힘들 것 같아요. 그리고 일단 이렇게 주춤주춤 하는 거는 제가 편집은 안 했는데 이제 보실 텐데 다른 건 그냥 다 빨리 감기 했어요. 한번 보세요.
생각보다 되게 어려운 것 같은데요?
그러게요.
엘리베이터 타고 4층 가죠?
주저.
발이 빠진다는 게 어떤 의미예요? 자전거 거기 대신에 그냥 안에서 어떻게 찍을까요?
어디로 가요?
이제 이 장면은 만약에 휠체어를 탄 사람의 시선은 어떻게 되어 있는가를 기획하고 찍은 장면인데요. 역시 빨리 감기 했습니다. 만약에 이게 빨리 감기가 마음에 안 드시면 장면 자체가 마음에 안 드시면 저희 편집할 수도 있고 아니면 빨리 감기를 풀 수도 있어요. 아무튼 이래서 동방? 빠방을 가는데요. 한번 가볼게요. 할 수 있을 것 같은데요? 이거 어떡해?
힘드네.
맞아. 제가 열 거예요. 혼자
네.
들어가 보실래요?
네.
혼자 들어가 봐야 될 것 같아.
이거 방향사는 어떻게 해요? 이렇게 앞뒤로.
이거요?
잠깐 화면을 들고 들어주실래요? 제가 혼자 한번 가볼게요. 이거 괜찮다. 이 장면. 아니 괜찮아요. 저희.
괜찮아. 이거 진짜 힘드네.
이거 진짜 힘드네요. 언니 이거 제가 지금 여기 뒤에서 막
네.
헤매고 있는 걸 찍어주세요.
들어갈 수 있어요? 되긴 되는구나.
이거 된다.
대우관 한번 가볼래요?
대우관이요?
대우관 좀.
이거 어떡해?
헐 대박. 우와. 이게 안 열려 있으면 진짜.
여기는 더 있어야 돼.
오.
아이고 맞아요.
이 장면은 제가 참가자들한테 설명을 하고 있는 거예요, 제작진으로서. 그러면 뭐 아시겠죠? 블라블라블라 이렇게 넣으면 되겠죠, 자막을. 이제 이 친구가 휠체어 타고 경운관을 가는 모습을 보시고 제가 다 빨리 감기 할 건데요. 만약에 이 장면을 풀고 이 장면을 편집하자 하면 알려주세요. Yeah, I don't think that's a door. That's not a door. Like nobody uses it. Nobody uses it. Also, there's still a hump there.
But I think that one's better than that one.
It is. I guess you just can't go
It's
in.
not open, bro. How are you gonna open the door?
Let's try. Also, good luck opening the door with one hand or just opening it while sitting down. Yeah, it's not happening.
Alright, good job, everybody. I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat.
Okay.
You guys want to eat with me?
I have to go back. But you guys should eat.
Are you taking the chair with you? Ooh, they got a mushroom.
Okay.
soup.
That's good. Our purpose is for you to not feel the pity, but to just experience, you know? Yes. All right, let's go.
Okay, let's go to the library, shall we?
Yes.
Oh shit.
The library, like just inside the library. we can just finish here. Yay.
출발하십시오.
엘리베이터 탈 수 있을까요? 다 있다고요? 네. 근데 막 타면서 찍으면 좀 민폐일 것 같아.
이 장면은 아시죠? 너무 마음 아픈 장면입니다. 이걸 다시 넣을까 아니면 그냥 뺄까 아니면 다시 넣으면 어떻게 쓸까 고민하고 있어요.
완전히 안 나와가지고.
봐주세요. Yeah, so thank you for participating in our experiment.
You're very
How did you
welcome.
feel overall?
Kind of surprised how the campus is not adapted so well to reduce mobility students. Like,
Do you just speak up a little bit?
yeah, sure,
Thank you.
sorry. So for example, we were trying to get to the business building and it's just hill after hill after hill. Yes, there are no stairs, but because it's so inclined, like you can't go down safely, you know, so that really surprised me.
Totally.
And the fact that like we were looking for ways all the time to like go around the stairs or to omit anything that could be dangerous, that was very surprising.
Okay. Now, how would you feel if you had to go to school in a wheelchair every single day?
I wouldn't like it. Just no, but just
Right.
because like just because it's so non-inclusive, you know. I think like education, not just academically but physically, has to be inclusive to everyone. So if one person can't get to class, I don't think that's like inclusive education.
Right.
So yeah, and everyone has the right to get to class, you know. So just by wheelchair, I don't think I would like to be coming to school every single day.
Awesome. Thank you. Now, did any of your opinion about anything before the experiment change after the experiment?
Not really. And this is because I myself was in the same position this winter, actually, in my home city, Montreal. So I broke my ankle and I had to get to class by wheelchair and by crutches, and it's just so hard to get around. And I've been to so many cities where it's not like, how do I say this, like,
Where it's very accessible?
yeah, it's not accessible at all, you know. And to come to another city where it's not accessible, it's kind of very frustrating, you know. And especially that, as much as I love this university, because I come here and I love it and I don't want to go, like the slogan is like leaders of the future, you know, leading the future. And I don't think that this is leading the future.
Wow.
You know, because some people who could be leading the future can't even attend school because of this kind of circumstance.
That was very powerful. Thank you. So was there anything that caught you off by surprise?
Definitely. So we got to the business building and the elevators were actually made for students with disability or anyone with a disability. And so basically it caught me by surprise because somebody thought that someone could be using that elevator for that purpose, but just getting to that location was hard enough, you know. So I don't even imagine anyone actually using it for that purpose, you know.
Right.
So that caught me by surprise.
That is surprising.
So they thought about it, but they didn't think about anything around it, you know. So they thought about the building itself, but not the environment
I
that
see.
surrounds it.
I see.
Yeah.
Also, I think Emmanuel also mentioned how like the elevator, even the elevator could take you up to basement 1, basement 2, or 1, 2, 3, third floor. Like even if you got to the third floor, you couldn't actually get into any of the classrooms on the floor because the building's not designed around it, right?
Exactly.
Oh, even though like elevator is designed around it.
Exactly. And even we got to one of the classrooms in the business building, and the only place that the student could sit is the very front, the very first row. I don't find that fair. Like,
Right.
you know, like that person should be able to be accessed anywhere in that classroom, not just the first row. You know, because
Yeah.
even a normal student like me, like I would hate to sit in the first row like
Yeah.
that, like right in front of the screen, right
It's a
in
bit
front
overwhelming.
It is very overwhelming, and already that you have to deal with all of this, getting to your class, like that's just overwhelming itself by itself. So
Yes.
yeah,
Right.
so definitely.
Right. Could anything improve?
Definitely. Everything. I think just like there should like accessibility on campus should just improve overall. No one should be worried about how to get to from class to class. Like already I have a difficult time getting from this side of campus all the way to the other side of campus in 10 minutes, and I'm in complete like good shape, you know, like I can get there no problem. I'm just like fast walking. So I can't even imagine someone who is in crutches, who is in a wheelchair, who is reduced mobilities, walking slower to get from class to class in these kind of circumstances. Like I don't think, yeah, so I think the entire campus should improve on that.
Wow, awesome.
Yeah.
What about like people? Did you think like people were kind of like inconsiderate, as in like they could move just a little out of the way so that you in a wheelchair could pass?
Definitely. I think it's like, I don't think the mentality is set that someone could be on a wheelchair. So like, they'll only move until like they look down and see you on the wheelchair. You know, like it's not their first kind of like, oh, like, you know.
Also the eye level, right?
Exactly, eye level. That's also something, which is, you know, we all have to adapt to. But like, for example, I was going into the restaurant trying to open the door, and no one was helping me open the door.
Oh wow.
Like no one was helping me. So I was just there. I was like, okay, well I can't go in because the other door has a step. You know, so
Oh
like,
yeah, right.
right?
And there's so many people just looking at you.
everyone was looking, and I was trying to open the door, and I just gave up because I was like, well, no one's helping. I can't get out of this wheelchair and open the
Open it.
door.
Yeah.
You know, and like the other door was just not accessible whatsoever because there's a step. You know.
Yeah,
so,
and you couldn't get your food
exactly
at the place that you wanted to eat. That's
So-
so unfortunate.
Exactly, and so like I was able to get to the place, but then once I was in the place and trying to get something that I wanted, I couldn't even get it. So
I
yeah,
see.
so that was kind
That
of
was a bit frustrating.
yeah, that was really frustrating. The fact that like no one was helping.
Gotcha. Thank you for all your insights. They're really helpful.
You're very welcome. My pleasure.
Awesome. So this is Jessica Danswig, and she was nice enough to help us and participate in our experiment. So did any of your opinions about anything change before the experiment and after the experiment?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty inclusive. There was science everywhere. Columbia's not like that, but it's an uphill school. So whatever you want to do is uphills or upstairs, and
Or downhill, right?
Or downhill,
Which
that
is
was-
also very
that was-
struggle.
yes.
Okay. And did anything catch you off guard by surprise?
The fact that I didn't knew where the entrance for wheelchairs was in the library. Like I've never used it. I never considered that.
It never crosses your mind, right? On a daily
No.
basis.
Because even so, Columbia doesn't have a lot of disability entrance or stuff for. They are visible. They're like super visible, and they're right next to your normal stairs.
And we kind of had to go around a lot, right?
We had to go around the building, around the block, basically.
Yes.
and it was like, why is it so far from the main entrance?
It should be very like it should really kind of be prioritized for the people who are handicapped. I would say.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Now, could anything improve?
Yes. Even though the entrance to the actual library was really wheelchair friendly, it's just like the push bottom door.
Now, could anything improve?
Yes, like I'm not gonna say that the school should be a flat territory because it's not gonna be. All the buildings are here already. They're not gonna change that. But at least make the entrances more visible, more easy to find, and not for them to have to go all the way around the block to be able to go in.
I see.
Because my experience going through the library was really nice. Besides the ramp, the doors were easy to open. I didn't have to ask for help for that, and there was like a prioritized entry for wheelchairs that was like wider. So I didn't find that uncomfortable, but just getting to that point.
I see. Well, thank you for your opinion. They were very insightful, and thank you for your time.
No, thank you.
We really enjoyed having you. All right.